This is TCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN. Time now to speak with our mayor. It's Mayor Michael Beamish on the Mayor's Report. Good morning.
Good morning, Clint. Good morning, David. Good morning, all those listeners out there. It's Labor Day weekend.
Finally.
Well, it kind of puts closure to the summer season. Kids are back in school. Let's think safety. I'll just throw that out there. But I got to tell you again, and I say this every week, and probably you're sick of hearing it, but I want to thank Troy Community Radio. I love what you're trying to do, and that is promote the positive activities and events that are around on our, not only in just our downtown, but our whole community, and how we get a chance to showcase those events.
Oh, it's easy to stay tied in. There's so many events that go on in Troy and the surrounding areas, too. Keeps you on your toes.
Speaking of that, have you been noticing the mound of dirt down the road here?
Absolutely. Kettering Health Network really going to town at the old Hobart property.
The Troy Hospital, and that's what they want to call it, the Kettering Health Network's Troy Hospital, is up and they're moving a lot of dirt, and that's a good sign for us. I know they have a timeline. They've certainly fenced it in so to keep it safe for everybody, but they're working diligently to get the ground floor, I would say the foundation place, before you start seeing structure and infrastructure.
I expect to start seeing concrete soon for that foundation for the rest of the building to start going up.
Well, I know they really are wanting to see this move as fast as they can, with the whole concept. We've seen the pictures, what it's going to look like. It's going to be a wonderful addition to our, not only Troy proper, but our community and county.
All right. The other construction that's going on in the downtown, they're going to be putting the third floor on that here soon, I would think.
Isn't that amazing, too? Which shows the economic development efforts, and people see this community as forward-thinking. All of it's going to be good. The Lenz family is working very hard on the project that they're doing by the Troy Daily News. There's lots of good things happening in our community, and we certainly want to keep it moving forward.
All you have to do is open your eyes, and you'll see the good things that are going on. You hear some squeaks here and there, but there's always growing pains.
And everything that you do, not everybody's going to be looking forward to seeing some change, but usually that change is for a purpose, and the purpose is for the good. And down the road, we got to keep moving forward. If we don't, we stop. We start falling backward.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to see that for Troy. I think most citizens in this community see the positiveness of what we have tried to accomplish and what we continue to accomplish. And just talking about those two sites indicates the forward movement and how outsiders feel about Troy.
Well, I'll tell you what, another one of the good indicators, we had great crowds down at Treasure Island, one of the other new features here in the city, and great crowds last year. This year, they're like, to the moon.
Well, this past week we had the Air Force Band of Flight there.
Great show.
Yeah, Systems Go is here. They have two different, and they have the Wright Brass. Those two combine, and they become the Air Force Band of Flight. But, boy, they put on a show, and we had really a nice crowd to support our military musicians. And we have to remember, they are servicemen and women who are deployed. In fact, a couple of them were just coming back from deployment. So it's nice that they provide the music, but we always need to remember they are protecting us as well.
Absolutely. We're going to have some more music that's going on down at Treasure Island this weekend.
Yes.
It is the big Labor Day weekend.
Big Labor Day, Monday, Labor Day, our Troy Civic Band, and I keep saying, come out and watch and listen and see these people perform. These are local professionals, musicians. They put on an outstanding show. The McIntoshes are the directors. They alternate, and this is going to be taking an evening with the classics. and they're going to have some guest performers there as well. It's a free concert, starts at 7 o'clock at Treasure Island Amphitheater Park, and certainly would encourage everybody to bring their lawn chairs or blankets and just come and cheer on the Troy Civic Band.
It's always a great show. They do such a great job, and crowds are huge for that too.
They're growing. Each and every concert that they do, I notice the crowds are starting to grow. So people are starting to see not only is the amphitheater a good place to be, and it just complements Prouty Plaza. And, you know, we've had some great concerts. The Mayor concert was outstanding with a wonderful crowd. So all these are opportunities for people just to come out, fellowship together, relax, sit back, and enjoy the talents that this area, this region, provides to all of us.
One thing I've seen on Facebook, a lot of folks have been taking pictures down at Treasure Island, getting the lighthouse and shooting down the river towards the courthouse. It's just beautiful.
Love the aesthetics. In fact, the Air Force Band of Flight, when they were down there, I was talking to them, and they loved the venue. It was peaceful, quiet, aesthetically beautiful, and they made those comments. I didn't make those. They were making those comments to me. They liked the look, and so we hope to get them back.
All right. Something else we're going to be seeing here in town, already seeing, the flags are flying.
Well, let me give a shout out to Troy Newton Optimist. Not that I'm a Troy Newton Optimist, mind you, but I don't want to get fined. But I do want to tell you, we put out over 800 flags now. It's grown. Every time we put flags out, we have more and more subscribers. And Optimists will put them in. They'll take them out. They put them in for all the patriotic holidays, including Labor Day. So you'll see these 800 flags around our community. And what's really neat, the Troy Noon Optimist then will, for Patriot Week, after Labor Day, they will now place 115 flags along the river between bridges, so that is a great accent of the levee, the river, and our downtown. And it also just happens to flow right in to the Troy Memorial Freedom Climb that you and I are both advertising. Sergeant Joe Stutz is really orchestrating this. Would like to see people come out. It's a kind of a memorial, an observance of the Twin Towers and that fateful day. But you can have an opportunity to climb 1,980 steps.
That's up and down 64 times.
You got to climb. Or you can be like some others that have some mobility issues. You can walk the track as well. But Optimist, the Troy Noon Optimist, I know I'm putting a plug in for them, but all you have to do is look and see what they're doing with their patriotism. They're offering flags for the stadium to be used. So now you got a picture look of the levee and the stadium and the Memorial Freedom Climb, and I hope people will see that as a sign of Troy patriotism.
That's coming up on September 10th. They'll have check-in at 12:30, the opening ceremony at 1:30, the event kicks off at 2, and they'll do a closing ceremony at 4. But when I was talking to Joe Stutz, he said now there may still be some people that are going, and that's fine. You can keep going as long as it takes you, and to get through your 1,980 steps, whether you're going up and down the bleachers or around the track.
Well, in addition to just the observance of the fateful day when the Twin Towers fell, it gives an opportunity for fundraising efforts that go to different organizations, both nationally and locally. Locally, it'll be the Troy Police Auxiliary and also the fire department.
It does all go for a wonderful cause.
So, and you get a little exercise in the process.
Well, that doesn't hurt us at all. And what a great way to honor those that have fallen.
That's right.
And that is essentially following in their footsteps, doing those steps to honor them.
And with all the flags, it's just a great observance of Patriot. I call it Week. Patriot Day being on the 11th, but Patriot Week follows Labor Day, and you'll see these flags flying.
All right. Some more big events are going to be coming up here in the near future as we have just now crossed from August to September. And we'll have the Tour de Donut. That's going to bring over 3,000 cyclists.
They're expecting that, plus
Wow.
the Alzheimer's Memory Walk is going to take place.
That's that morning as well.
They're going to have entertainment downtown on that weekend. That's coming up on September 16th. Should be another opportunity for us to get together and fellowship and enjoy each other's company here, not only in Troy, but certainly Miami County and the region as well. If I can go back to Labor Day weekend, that's this weekend.
Certainly.
I do want to make sure citizens are aware of a few items, if I may. First of all, the city offices will be closed on Labor Day. That's Monday, September the 4th. That's number one. Then rolling that back one day will be city council meeting.
Okay,
We've
with the
talked
holiday,
about that
you just
with the
push it
holiday.
forward.
We move it to Tuesday, September 5th at 7 o'clock in City Hall, so want people to realize that part of it.
Now, trash
yes,
is going to be on, it goes.
It goes as scheduled. So if you're a Monday pickup day on Labor Day, you get your refuse collection out there, your trash carts out there, you get your recycling cart out there, and they'll be on time, and there's not a delay, and they'll pick it up, and the rest of the week will be as scheduled. And that's important. Thank you for bringing that up. Might even mention the dye mill facility. You know, we've talked about that in case you have large item stuff you want to bring out there.
Right.
You can take it out to the dye mill facility, even on Monday. September 4th, they're going to be open from 11 in the morning to 7 o'clock at night.
And
So-
Dye Mill's going to be opened later this year.
Yeah.
So it's going to stay in operation longer.
It'll be into I think, December 2nd.
Okay.
So we're really going to try to stretch and give everybody opportunities if they want to do a little house cleaning or yard cleaning.
If they're going to, if we should start coming into some storms or anything, gather up your sticks.
Yes.
And bundle them. Make sure that they're in a manageable bundle, about 3 foot long, and just tie them up. If you can pick them up and carry them out to the curb, the guys can pick them up and put them on the truck.
Thank you, Clint. And I'll tell you, you mentioned storm. Let's always remember in our prayers and thoughts the people in Texas that have really been hit hard. by the
Absolutely.
hurricane.
And it just keeps hitting them in literal waves.
You know, we talk about rain, heavy rains, and they've been very sporadic this last couple of years. But when they come hard, you know, we get really concerned. Think about those folks in Texas, and when you're talking monumental proportions of rain.
Well, they're saying this is the most rainfall ever in the continental United States.
Yeah. So let's just keep those folks in our thoughts and prayers as we and any assistance that we can provide. And I know there are many agencies out there that are sending help or soliciting funds to help with recoveries and redevelopment and all the issues that go with major flooding.
Anyone can join in and do what they can to give to them. All right, Mayor. Is there anything else you'd like to add this morning?
I think we've said a lot, and just wish everybody a very positive and safe Labor Day. Remember, the kids are back in school now, so think safety all the time.
Absolutely. Buses out there rolling. Make sure you stop by the farmer's market on your way out.
There you go. That's right. We didn't plug this.
Cherry Street this
And
morning.
it's still going on.
Going strong. One of the biggest here in Miami County.
Absolutely.
All right, Mayor. Thank you so much. This has been the Mayor's Report with Mayor Michael Beamish. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN.